This Anfield Agenda show has been brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. When you're a follically challenged man like myself on the top of the head, you want to make sure that you take care of yourself below. If you haven't tried their Lawnmower 3.0 electric trimmer, you've been missing out. Their third generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to keep your nuts as smooth as my head. The battery alone lasts up to 90 minutes, unlike most of us. The kit also includes crop preserver, otherwise known as their ball deodorant. Yes folks, I did say ball deodorant. It also comes with crop reviver, Manscaped's own ball toner. Sick of saggy balls? Use their ball toner and those days will be gone. They even added their shed travel bag and anti-chafing boxer briefs to complement not only their Perfect Package 3.0, but your perfect package as well. Let's get that bush to tush clean so you can be prepared at all times. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code WFM20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use our code WFM20. You too can be massive and your balls will thank you later. What's up everybody? You're very welcome along to this special video in association with Manscaped. We hope you enjoyed the ad at the start of the video. Well, who am I kidding? We know you enjoyed the ad. How could you not? In this video, what we're going to be doing is I am going to be responding to your unpopular Liverpool opinions. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. I love doing these type of videos. It's not every day. Usually we come on and it's just me talking, but this is me reacting to your opinions, ladies and gentlemen. So firstly, thank you for taking the time to send them in. Connor did put it up on the Anfield Agenda Instagram account. As always, you guys have been very good with your responses. Right, Connor, what are we going to kick off with?
Diogo Jota is overhyped.
Oh, you had to start off on a negative, didn't you? See, I've got a little bit of this on Twitter as well. I mean, I seen the other day people were saying things like Morata, Werner and Jota are the three biggest flops. I don't understand where this is coming from. Diogo Jota has come into Liverpool, goal scoring galore. No, I'm sorry, it's just madness. Someone looking for a reaction there, Connor. That's all that is. If you want a hug, mate, just come and ask. I'll give you one.
Here's a controversial one from Brian Morrissey, a very own Brian Morrissey. He said John McGinn is worth £50 million.
This is backing me into a corner here, Brian, which you're very good at doing, mate, so fair play. John McGinn is worth £50 million. If John McGinn was to pull on a Liverpool shirt, he would automatically become worth £50 million. Until that day may or may not happen, John McGinn is a very good footballer that I don't personally believe is worth 50 million. He's a good player. If his price was 30 million or his name was McGintinho, then perhaps we could have this conversation differently. But there is that inherent bias that we have towards British players in that we don't rate them as highly, but for some reason the price goes twice as much. So I don't think he's worth 50 million, but I do think he's a fine footballer. And I also don't think we'll see him at Liverpool.
Liverpool haven't been that good in recent years. We've just capitalised on other teams being bad.
Yeah, you need to go get help, mate. I mean, I could give you the number of a good psychologist if that's what you need, but Liverpool have been sensational. I mean, look at the points tallies that we've put up. Look at what we've been up against with the money that Manchester City have spent. We lost the Champions League final, went and won it the next year. Lost the Premier League, went and won it the next year. We're setting records. We're doing really well. The statistics don't back up what you've said, my friend. You just seem like the type of lad that wasn't breastfed or something. And again, the offer's there. I mean, I do have these man boobs.
Matip is our second best centre-back.
So in this world that this gentleman or this lady is living in, Virgil van Dijk doesn't exist, Canade doesn't exist, and Joe Gomez doesn't exist. In which case, Nat Phillips still exists. So maybe in that scenario, but Matip is a very good centre-back. But to go as far as to say he's our second best centre-back, either you're from Cameroon, you're Joe Matip's auntie, or, I don't know, this is your first time watching football. Joe Matip's a good player when he's available, but he's nowhere near our second best centre-back, in my opinion. But we do love his little baby giraffe gallops into the centre-half. Go on, Joe. Oh.
Harvey Elliott will be better than Mason Mount within 2 seasons.
Well, that's a fact. I mean, you can't argue with facts. I mean, that is a fact.
Trent should be moved to midfield. So
in this parallel universe where Trent gets moved to midfield, we've also got Joe Gomez as our right back and Conor Bradley as our other right back options, which according to the media is what's going to happen. So no, I don't see a scenario in which Trent is moved to midfield anytime soon. Yes, I will admit that he played there when he was breaking through, and yes, I will absolutely admit that he could play there. But do we want Trent being a very good midfielder, or do we want him to continue on being possibly the best right back in Europe, particularly with the system we play? He's already almost a midfielder anyway, so don't break it if it's not broken.
Jordan Henderson should be in the same category as Xavi Alonso and Steven Gerrard.
Well, I have him in that category in my head. I mean, I don't think Jordan Henderson gets the respect that he deserves from people, particularly outside the Liverpool fandom. But look, Jordan Henderson is a lot more than what he brings on the pitch. Jordan Henderson is leadership encapsulated. He's doing great now, by the way. He's single-handedly tapping up Jude Bellingham for us away at the Euro. So just for that alone, Jordan Brian Henderson deserves to be up there among Xabi Alonso and Stevie G. And by the way, he's done what neither of those two gentlemen were able to, which is lead Liverpool to a Premier League title, albeit Stevie G did, of course, lead us to Istanbul. So Hendo did that as well. So
Gini Wijnaldum was overrated, and I'm glad he's gone.
You were talking shite.
Isak would be a better signing than Mbappe.
Someone's been playing Football Manager or something. Honestly, I know that we've been in lockdown. A lot of people have been on the drink a little bit too much at times, or maybe been locked up, and we've all got a bit stir crazy at home. I know I certainly have, but I mean, I don't know in what universe. Isak looks like a decent footballer, but it's Mbappe. I mean, Isak is half a chew, whereas Mbappe is chew. Nah, I'm sorry. I mean, you got to be Swedish. Hang on. I think I can hear Abbott in the background. Dude's definitely Swedish.
Liverpool will be a mid-table side with FSG once Klopp leaves.
You know, I'm going to disagree, and I'm not defending the owners, but the reason I'm going to disagree is because of something Jurgen Klopp said when he came to the club. It's going to be very difficult to replace Jurgen Klopp when he leaves, no doubt about it. Has Jurgen Klopp been a massive part of the draw to Liverpool since he's come? 100%. But Klopp said when he came in that he will leave the club in a better position than when he came, and I always believe that. So I don't think we will be, and I think that if anything, Stevie G, who looks like he's more than likely going to be the next manager after Klopp, will continue in the tradition of the way Klopp is set up with that high pressing game and all-out attacking style at times. So I don't think so, but not because of the owners, because of what Klopp has instilled into the club.
Coutinho was better than Bruno.
Fact. Again, I'm not saying this because I don't think Bruno Fernandes is a fine footballer, but Bruno Fernandes has yet to really achieve anything there with Manchester United, has he? Now, people will make the argument as well that Coutinho hasn't really done anything with Liverpool, but I think Coutinho was more consistent than we've seen with Bruno Fernandes. But I think by the end of both of their spells at the respective clubs, this could be a different conversation, because nobody can deny the impact that Bruno Fernandes had at Manchester United. And when Felipe Coutinho left Liverpool, I thought we were screwed. But Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain stepped up and did really well. So, again, I think it's another one of those a little bit too early to give a fair comparison.
We didn't deserve to get top four last season.
Yes and no. The league table doesn't lie. You deserve to get there because you get the points that get you there. Now, the fact that we had an easier run-in maybe than some other teams. I mean, Leicester had a horrendous run-in towards the end of the season, but it all evens itself out, and we were pretty hard with injuries. No fans inside the stadium affected a lot of clubs, and it definitely seemed to affect our boys. Our home record sorts that one out. We got there because of the experience that these guys had in the past of seeing out things, winning a Champions League, winning a Premier League, putting together a run of games that, I've got to be honest, I did not think we were going to put together, but we did. So we got there because we deserved it, and the fact we got third still amazes us. Me and Connor often talk about this. Absolutely baffled at how we got third.
Naby Keita will cement himself in the starting 11 this season.
If Naby Keita's body allows Naby Keita to cement himself in the starting 11 this season, that could absolutely be the case. And I think all of us as Liverpool fans would be more than happy for that to be the case. But with the injuries that he's had, I still don't know to this day whether it was unfair to drop him in against Real Madrid, or if it was a chance that he didn't seize in that Champions League game last season away in the Alfredo Di Stefano Arena. So I want Naby to succeed so bad, but I have to admit that I'm running out of belief that he will actually be able to cope with the rigours of the Premier League. But as a footballer, fully fit and ready to go, I still back that he could be in the squad, or week in and week out in the matchday team, but he's going to have to prove it with his fitness. Firmino
is better as a number 10.
Again, I don't necessarily think that's an unpopular opinion. I mean, for me, ideally, I like the idea of playing Mohamed Salah through the centre, moving Sadio back to his favourite position, which was the right-hand side, which he played before Mo came in, and then he was shifted left. Putting Diogo Jota on the left and having Bobby as that link-up man in the hole, which he does magnificently well. He often drops deep to pick up play, and yes, sometimes those little flicks around the corner are a pain in the backside and can drive us all mad. But I do think that if you were to play the four of them, that would certainly be his best position. So I don't think it's unpopular.
Alisson Becker is the best finisher in the league.
Oh, I don't know about that one, but he's definitely the best heading finisher in the league. And I mean, look, let's just be honest about this. Any player scored that header, anyone, Harry Kane, Mohamed Salah, Cristiano Ronaldo, doesn't matter who scored it. We're going to be saying that that was an unbelievable piece of technique to be able to guide the header with the power he did into the corner. Only a Brazilian keeper could do that. So, yeah, why not? Why not? Give him the Puskás Award. Curtis
Jones is better than Jude Bellingham.
I want to say yes. I really, really want to say yes because I love Curtis Jones. But, you know, the phrase generational talent gets thrown around a lot. Often by me, to be fair. But Jude Bellingham, at 17, is doing what he's done in the Champions League consistently. Now, where this does get exciting is, can you think of a potential midfield that might have Curtis Jones and Jude Bellingham in it for Liverpool? Now, that's where we should be getting excited about.
We missed Van Dijk's passing as much as his defensive duties.
Spot on. In fact, I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I think that is a great opinion. We do get a little bit of that with Baby Giraffe when he plays. He's also very good at spotting a long diagonal pass. Often you see Henderson coming back when he's fit to split the centre-backs and do a similar thing. And we have it, of course, with Trent, who often displays his full range of passing. But one of Virgil van Dijk's best attributes is certainly his vision and his ability to pick out those long diagonal balls into the channel for Sadio Mane or Mohamed Salah. So this dude or lady definitely know the football.
Right, this one is from the infamous Danny Winters. He said, "Bald man yell at screen, bald man make money."
Well, you know, it's nice of Danny to take time out of visiting the local crack houses, which he is famous for. We do know Mr. Winters, and yes, bald man do yell at screen, but unfortunately, bald man don't make very much money, and usually when bald man make money, bald man spend money quicker than bald man make money, whereas unbald man Crosby still has communion money.
Liverpool's Nike kits are the best they've ever had.
No, come on. Somebody's obviously on a wind-up here. Have you seen some of the Adidas kits from the 80s? I mean, I look at those kits and it's basically like looking at Pornhub. And not just normal Pornhub, I mean premium Pornhub. So look, I think Nike have been maybe a 6 out of 10 since they've come in. New Balance, I think, raised the bar up, had record kit sales, but nothing annoys me more than a copy and paste kit. And we've seen the Croatia kit being like Liverpool's away kit. We've seen the Spurs goalkeepers kit being like Liverpool's kit. So no, I mean, don't disrespect Adidas the way they disrespected us, I suppose. But not a chance. I think Nike still have a long way to go. In fact, I think they're shortchanging us, and I think most people would agree. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings to end our unpopular Liverpool opinions video. Thank you so much to everybody for sending them in again. I really do enjoy making these videos. And don't forget, get yourselves over to manscaped.com if you want to be massive, or at least make your little ad look massive, because it does work. You know, it is a little trick of the eye, but get over there, WFM20, get you 20% off everything at manscaped.com. We wouldn't be able to make these videos without the help of our friends over at Manscaped, who will be sponsoring our new shows going into the new season as well. So don't forget, ladies and gents, manscaped.com, WFM20, and you too can be massive. Your balls will thank you later. There you go. Outro, professional, done.